Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. Today we have an all-round feel-good practice. We are going to work a little bit more into the hips, especially the outer hips, but as always we will work a little bit of everything. So if you have any blocks or props that you'd like to use, do have them close by. And as always, just modify the practice as much as you need to, listen to your body and just make the practice work for you. We're going to get started in a seated cross-legged position today, and I'm going to invite you to bring the right ankle in front of the left ankle into what we call Sukhasana, or easy pose, easy seat. Hands are going to rest onto the knees or in the lap, and just grow nice and tall through your spine. Let your shoulders draw down and back, and then just allow your eyes to gently close. Just taking a couple of moments, as we always do, just to let go of the day. Let go of the rush of getting here, of rolling out your mat. Let go of anything that's going to be happening later. And just bring yourself into this space, into this moment. We'll start by taking a long, slow breath in through the nose, all the way to the top. And then open the mouth, exhale, just release, let it all go. Again, just like that, full breath in. And sigh to release. And then just continue to breathe in and out of the nose. Just connecting to your breath, really feeling the breath in a physical sense. Feeling the rise, the fall of the belly and the chest. Feeling if there's any extra tension or gripping you can release with each exhale. And of course, as we start to move into the body, into the physical poses, seeing if we can maintain this rhythm to the breath, using it as an anchor for both the mind and the body. So as you continue to breathe, allow your eyes to just flicker open. We're going to bring the fingertips in front of the shin bones. As you breathe in, send your tailbone back, puff through your chest. Option 1, stay here. Otherwise, just start to fold forwards. Maybe palms down, maybe elbows down. Wherever you are, just let the head drop, let it be heavy. Maybe close down the eyes again, maybe find stillness, or maybe just gently sway from left to right, just feeling an opening through the right outer hip. And if you found some gentle movement, just find stillness. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift the gaze. Start to sweep your right hand over to the right. Looking forwards, inhale the left arm straight up to the sky. And then exhale, just side bend over to the right as you press your left sit bone down into the mat. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. On your next breath in, let's extend both arms up to the sky. Interlace the fingers, flip your palms, and just take a full stretch here. Flare the rib cage, maybe lift the chin. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lovely. Start to release the fingertips either side of your hips. Lean back and then just switch the legs. Use your hands if you need to, otherwise bring the left ankle in front. Grow nice and tall through the spine, bring your fingers in front of your shins, take a breath in, lift your chest. Stay there, or again, exhale, just a moment to fold. Let the head be heavy, find that sway if that feels good. And just feeling it now through the left outer hip. No rush, just knowing we have lots of time to get into the body. Beautiful. And then just finding center, lifting the gaze, straightening the arms if they're bent. Taking that left hand out to the left. Inhale the right arm straight to the sky, find the length. And then exhale, bending over to the left. Press into your left hands to draw the right sit bone into the mat. Taking a full breath in and a slow breath out. Lovely. As you breathe in, let's extend both arms up. Interlace the fingers. Let's flip the palms, flare the rib, breath in. And then this time as you breathe out, round your spine, push your palms forward, draw your chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone under. And just really feel the roundness through the upper back, the lower back. Beautiful. And then inhale, let's extend back to center. And then exhale, release the fingers down next to your hips. Really, really nice. From here, option 1, hands forwards, roll forwards. We're going to meet in tabletop. Otherwise, just scoot your legs around, make your way into tabletop position. Set yourself up, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And then when you're ready, let's inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, round your spine, cat pose, chin in. Again, just like that, inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale to round, chin to chest. One more time, breathing into your cow pose. And then breathing out into your cat. Lovely, bring your spine back to neutral, tuck your toes under if they're not. And then as you breathe in, extend your right leg back behind you. Point your right toe and then a few times in one direction, just circle the ankle. And then of course, switch the circles to the other direction. Good, and then flex your right foot, draw the toes towards you. Pressing into the right hand, start to take your right foot over to the left, toes come to the floor. Gaze over towards your left foot and then push your hips slightly to the right, feeling an opening across that right side body. Holding it there for 3, 2, on 1, let's look forwards. Lower the right knee now so it comes behind the left knee. And then just start to push your bum backwards into this kind of cow face child's pose. Go to as far as feels good for you. Think about the tailbone again, lifting up and back. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Lovely. As you breathe in, look forwards. Start to pull yourself back up so the hands are under the shoulders. And then start to straighten that right leg back out behind you. From there, start to bend your right knee. And then taking some really big hip circles, take your knee to the right, draw it in towards your chest and then kick it back up behind you. And just continue like that. So really, really big hip motion. Use the whole joint, get into all the little nooks and crannies. Good, and once you've done about 3 or 4 one way, just reverse the circles, so taking it the other direction, moving nice and slow. Good, and then when you've done even sides, let's lift the leg back up to the sky, take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. You can use your hands to take it there if you need to. Walk the hands forwards, walk the hips forwards, draw your shoulders back, chest forwards into a lizard lunge. Take just a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lovely, and then pressing into that left hand, let's inhale the right arm to the sky. As you breathe out, bend your right elbow, take your right fingertips just behind your right ear. And then inhale, try to rotate the spine and chest a little bit more to the sky. And then exhale, bring your right elbow towards your left wrist as you curl inwards. Again, just like that, inhale, let's open up. Exhale, let's curl in. One more time, inhale, open up. Exhale to curl in. Good, this time inhale, let's open up, pause. Start to reach the right hand back behind you. Option stay, otherwise bend your left knee. Maybe grab the foot or the ankle if it's there for you and just guide the heel towards the bum, finding a deep quad stretch here. Yeah, just take a full breath in and a full breath out. Nice, start to gaze forwards, release the left foot, right hand comes back underneath the shoulder. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, inhale, step back to a high plank. As you breathe out, look forwards, lower your knees, and then slow motion, lower yourself down to the tummy. Pointing the toes, activating the legs. Inhale, find your first cobra, opening up, little bend in the elbows. Exhale, slow motion, come back down. Again, inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, slowly release. One more time, inhale, rise to cobra. And exhale, slowly release. Tuck your toes, inhale, press to your tabletop position. Keep your toes tucked, exhale, bum to heels, active child's pose. Stretching the shoulders, the chest, the soles of the feet. Take a full breath in. And a slow breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, gaze forwards. Rise up, back to your tabletop position. Toes are tucked. Let's send the left foot behind you. Point the left toe. And again, just circle the left ankle a few times going one way. And then, of course, take it the other way. Flex your left foot. Start to take your left toes over to the right. Press the left heel away from you. And then gaze towards the left foot as you draw the hips towards the left as well. Good, holding there as you press into that left hand for 3, for 2. On 1, just look forwards. Bend the left knee so it comes behind the right knee. And then start to send your hips and your bum backwards. Walk the hands forwards into this kind of cow face, child's pose shape. A little bit of a stretch through the outer glutes, the outer hips. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. You've got it. Let's breathe in to gaze forwards. Pulling yourself forwards, hands under the shoulders. Let's extend that left leg back out. Bending the left knee and then starting your hip circle. So open the left knee to the left, draw it in towards you and then kick it back out. And again, just move in your own time once you've found the momentum. Just really using the whole hip joint. And once you've done a few one way, let's just reverse the motion. So as big and as bold as you can. Good, and then once you've done even number both sides, let's meet with the left leg lifted, pressing into the hands, breathe in. And then breathe out, lizard lunge, left foot steps to the outside of the left hand. Walk your hands and hips forwards, grow tall through the chest, and just sink in there for a moment, taking a breath in. And a breath out. You've got it. Let's press into the right hand. Inhale, left arm lifts. As you exhale, bend your left elbow. Bring the fingertips just behind the left ear. On an inhale, try to rotate the left shoulder open. And then exhale, bring your left elbow towards your right wrist, crunching inwards. Inhale, let's open the chest, open the shoulders. Exhale, draw it in. One more time, inhale, open. And then exhale, let's draw it in. Good, this time inhale, open, twist. Reach the left arm behind you, try to find some more rotation. Stay or bend the right foot, right knee even. Maybe you can find the foot, maybe you can't, and that's also cool. Just hold it there for a breath in. And a breath out. Beautiful. Start to gaze forwards, releasing the left hand underneath the shoulder. Tuck the right toes. Inhale, step back to high plank. And then exhale, lower to the belly. You can keep the knees lifted or drop the knees. To untuck your toes, inhale, find your cobra, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest. And then this time, exhale, press to the knees, tuck your toes, lifting up into downward facing dog. Take a pedal out through the legs, bending one knee, bending the other knee. Just walking your dog, stretching through the calves. Lovely, and then find stillness. Let's press into the hands, inhale, look forwards. And then start to walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat, finding a ragdoll shape at the top. Feet are hip distance apart, bend your knees, maybe grab opposite elbows, and just sway it out here, just releasing anything you don't need. I always like to think of this as just releasing stress, anxieties, worries that I don't want to hold on to. Good, eventually finding stillness, finding center, releasing the arms. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Use a block if you want one. Right hand underneath the face on the floor or the block. Inhale, left arm to the sky as you bend your right knee and straighten your left leg. Try to pull that left hip back, take a deep breath in. And then breathe out, bend both knees, left hand to the floor or block. Inhale, right leg straightens, right arm lifts, maybe gaze up. Again, just draw that right hip back, breath in. And then breathe out, bend both knees, hands down, just fold over the legs. As you breathe in, find a halfway lift, slide your hands to your shins, lengthen your back. And then fold forwards as you breathe out. Tall mountain, inhale, we're going to reach the arms forwards and up to the sky. And then exhale, pull your hands into your heart, into your Tadasana mountain pose. Good, let's just take a full breath in. And a sigh to release. Lovely, let's inhale, raise your prayer, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, head in. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your back. Exhale, hands down, walk, step or hop your feet to high plank. Lower down, either chaturanga or again to the belly, knees up or down. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhaling, lifting your hips into your downward facing dog. So a traditional sun salutation A. Once you get to down dog, really press into the thumbs and the fingers. Take a full inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, lift heels, look forwards. Exhale, bend your knees. You're walking, stepping or hopping your feet between the thumbs. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to floor, shins or thighs. Forward fold, exhale, nose to knee. Tall mountain, inhale, reach your arms forwards and up. And then exhale, bring it into the center of your chest. Again, just like this, inhale, finding some rhythm, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold, over and down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your back. Exhale, step, walk, hop to high plank. Lower down, chaturanga or to the belly. Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Pressing into the hands, take a breath in. Relax the heels, breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, lift heels, look up. Exhale, walk, step, hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain, reach and extend, arms lift. And then exhale, hands to your heart. And then release your arms next to your hips. Good, big toes together this time. Let's inhale, bend the knees, find Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, sit down into your chair, lifting the toes maybe, letting the weight shift into the heels. Hold as you breathe in. And hold as you breathe out. You've got it. Good, lift the thumbs, inhale. And then exhale, forward fold, let it go, hands down, head in. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, hands down, step your left foot to the back of the mat, coming into a runner's lunge. This time, keep the back knee lifted, plug the left palm flat, and then inhale the right arm to the sky for an easy twist. Try to pull that right hip back, try to pull the right shoulder back, take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Nice, keep your twist but look down. Plug the left foot flat now, so turn the left heel in. Strong legs, warrior two. Inhale, cartwheel the left arm behind you, right arm forwards. And then exhale, bend into that right knee. Good, adjust your stance as much as needed, breath in. And sink a little bit deeper, breathe out. You've got it. Let's flip the right palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep bending into that right knee. Enjoy that side body stretch. Full breath in. And then breathe out, side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm over the ear. If you've got the space, right hand might come to a block or the floor on the big toe edge of the right foot. See if you can lower that left hip as you bend into the right knee. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. You've got it. Nice. From here, we're going to reverse our triangle. So inhale, sweep the right arm up and back as you straighten the right leg. That should feel quite good. And then exhale, come up through center. Triangle pose, thumbs face up, leaning forwards. Back of the right hands to the inner shin, left arm to the sky. And again, we're turning open through the left shoulder. Find your drishti, find your breath. Beautiful. On your next breath in, let's rise back up, arms to a T. Exhale, curl the hands down, come back to your runner's lunge as you frame your right foot. Start to walk your hands forward, use blocks if you want to, and then inhale, let's lift that left foot up and back behind you. Try to press into the right foot so the fingers become lighter, and then think about lifting the chest slightly forwards. Good, holding as you breathe in. Holding as you breathe out. Nice. Now a little bend in both knees. We're going to start to draw that left knee into the chest. Press into the right foot, bring your hands to your heart, and then stand up, one-legged mountain pose. Tricky transition. If you didn't work for you, just meet us here, left knee into the chest. Good. Pause for a moment, take a breath in. And a breath out. Option one, stay. Otherwise, right hand comes to the outside of the left knee or the little toe edge of the foot. Start to reach the left arm behind you, pressing hands to knee and knee to hand to find some rotation through the spine. If you're feeling confident, maybe take your gaze towards that left thumb, knowing that if you fall out, no one cares. You got it. Let's start to bring ourselves back to center. Hands come to the heart wherever you are. Left knee stays lifted. Little bend in the right knee. We're going to step that left foot about halfway down the back of the mat. Turn your left heel in, toes out, and then walk your right foot a little wider towards the right. Hands are going to come onto the hips and then actively pull that right hip back. Now you might want to block here. Deep pose this one. Inhale that left arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, send your hips back, lean forwards. Left hand's going to come to a block or the floor on the big toe edge of your right foot, next to your big toe. Palm flat if you can. Actively use your right hand to draw the hip back. Option one, stay. Otherwise, start to turn to the right. Maybe right arm extends to the sky into your revolved triangle pose. Wherever you are, you're pressing through all four parts of the feet. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take one more inhale. Keep the twist, look down if you're not. Keep your arms as they are. We're going to come into face the long edge of the mat. So that cartwheel action, as you inhale, sweep the left arm forwards, up and back behind you. Right arm comes forwards. Hands to the hips, turn your right toes in, and then widen your stance if you need to. Inhale, lift up through your chin, your chest. And then exhale, start to forward fold, Prasarita, Padottanasana. Hands to blocks or floor, crown of the head releases down. And you can take any movements here, maybe a little bend side to side, or maybe just find a moment of stillness. Just working into the backs of the legs. Nice, and then we'll all meet in the center as we inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, look to the right foot, start to walk yourself around, finding your runner's lunge. Hands flat, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, either down dog or lower chaturanga. Inhaling into your cobra or your upward facing, and then exhaling back into your downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a sigh to release. Really, really nice. Let's inhale, lift heels, gaze up. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, step or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale for length. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knee. Bend the knees, inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Good, as you breathe out, sit the weight nice and low into the heels. Inhale, lift the thumbs. And then exhale, sit a little bit lower. You've got it. One more inhale, lift the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, head to shins. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. We're going to step the right foot this time all the way to the back of the mat. Bending into the left knee, we're going to plug the right palm flat. Easy twist, left arm to the sky. Rotating through that left shoulder as you pull the left hip back. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice. Let's keep the twist as you gaze down. Turn your right heel flat, pressing into both feet. Inhale, warrior two. Right arm reaches back, left arm cartwheels forwards. Adjust as much as needed and then bend into that left knee. Good. Gaze is the middle finger. Breath in and breathe out. You've got it. Let's inhale, reverse warrior. Hold it there as you bend deeper into that left knee. Take a full inhale, stretch. And then exhale, side angle, left forearm to thigh. Right arm extends over the ear. Or of course, left hand to block or floor. Try to really bend into that left knee and then try to really open through that right shoulder. Breathing in. Breathing out. Really nice. From here, inhale, reverse your triangle. Sweep the left arm up as you straighten the left leg. That should feel good in that left thigh. And then come up through center. Start to draw the left hip back. Triangle pose. Back of the left hand to inner shin. Right arm to the sky. Rotating across the chest. Beautiful. On your next inhale, let's come all the way back up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame your left foot. Lift your right heel up, breathing in to look forwards. And then walk your hands forwards, lift the right leg up into this hybrid of standing split and warrior three. Think about paralleling the chest or bringing the chest parallel to the floor. I'm not sure paralleling is a word. Think about lifting the tailbone to lengthen the spine. And then becoming super light on the fingertips. Good, and then little bend in the left knee. Start to draw the right knee into your chest. Press into the left foot, bring your hands to your heart, and then stand up. Right knee to chest, standing one-legged balance. And again, just meet us here if that didn't work for you. Good, find your drishti, your gaze. Stay, or take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Press knee to hand, hands to knee, and then reach the right arm back. Trying to find the rotation from the torso in the spine. Good, and again, maybe you want to challenge your balance, taking the gaze with you. You've got it. Let's look forwards if you're not. Bring your hands to your heart. Little bend in the left knee. We're going to step the right foot about halfway down the mat. Hands to hips, make sure both feet are flat and your stance isn't too far, so you've got a nice solid foundation. As you breathe in, draw the left hip back, lift the chest. And then exhale, start to fold. We're going to release the right hand this time onto the block or the floor. Palm flat if you can, big toe edge of the foot. Continue to draw that left hip back and then turn to the left, stay there. Maybe left arm to the sky. Opening up into the outer hip, the spine, a little bit of everywhere. You've got it. Let's take one more breath in. As you breathe out, look down if you're not. Keep everything as it is. And then from there, we're going to cartwheel open to the long edge of the mat. Right arm sweeps forwards, up and back. And then bring your hands to your hips, turn your left toes in. And if you need to, just widen the stance. Inhale, lift up through the chin, the chest, the heart. And then exhale, let's fold. Release the hands to the floor. If there's any other shapes or variations you'd prefer to take, then of course, go there this second round. Nice. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Look over your left shoulder, walk your hands around, frame your left foot. Inhale, step back to high plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra, upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a sigh to release. Lovely. As you breathe in, lift your heels, look forwards. Exhale, lower your knees down. Walk your knees towards your wrists and then just swing your legs around, coming to sit on your 2 sit bones. I'm just going to turn to face you. Take your feet about max distance apart, nice tall spine. And then bring your right hand out to the right and just bend your right knee, bringing your shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Lean over onto your right hip and then bring your left shin parallel to the long edge of the mat. This is option 1. Option 2, full pigeon pose. You send this left leg all the way back behind you. Fingers are going to come in front of the shin. As you breathe in, send your tailbone back, lift your chest. You might feel it and stay here. Otherwise, start to fold, hands on blocks or floor. Elbows might come down and head might be able to drop. Once you're there, just take a moment to soften into it. See if you can find the stretch through the right outer hip. See if you can relax the face, the shoulders. Breathing in. And breathing out, just noticing how when we find stillness, quite often the mind instantly wants to jump onto other things. Just see if you can just bring your awareness completely to your breath. Really nice. And eventually let's lift the gaze. If you're down on your forearms, come back up onto the palms. Take your right hand back to the right, lean over, and then swing your left leg all the way up and over to the outside edge of the right thigh. Make sure both sit bones are on the floor. If this is too constricted, just release your right leg out long. Take your left hand behind you. As you breathe in, extend your right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, hook the elbow over the knee and start to twist all the way to the back of the room. If this isn't okay for you, you can always hug the thigh in. Once you're there, just close down your eyes. Think about inhaling for length. And then exhaling to twist. Nice. Start to gaze forwards. Release the twist. Bring your fingers next to you. Lean back and see if you can just release the legs. Bring the feet together. Once you're there, draw your chest towards your thighs. Extend your arms. Lean back and then lift the shins parallel to the floor. Maybe they lift, maybe they don't. Maybe you've got the toes on the floor and just the heels lifted. That's also a good option. Some of you will want to straighten the legs. Navasana, boat pose, holding here. Good, holding for another 2. And release the hands, release the feet. Really nice. Extend the legs mat distance apart, give them a little wiggle. And then this time bring that left shin parallel to the front of the mat, left hands to the left, lean to the left, and then right shin parallel to the long edge of the mat, or again, you're taking it all the way behind you for your pigeon. Hands in front of your shin. Let's inhale, lift the tailbone back, lift the chest. You might stay there, otherwise starting to fold. Palms might come down, maybe forearms come down. And just really allow your head to soften. Maybe even closing the eyes and just taking a moment to really try to settle in here. Notice if there's any parts that you're holding on to, any gripping. Can you get a little bit further into softness? And then slowly let's start to make our way back up. Take the left hand to the left, lean over, and then swing this right leg up and over. Again, releasing the left leg out straight if you need to. Sit bones onto the floor. Nice tall spine. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale, the left arm extends. And then exhale, hook the left elbow over the right knee and use that connection to twist the spine. And of course, you can hug the foot instead. Thinking about inhaling for length and exhaling to twist. Beautiful. Slowly look forwards, release the twist. Fingers behind you, lean back and just extend the legs. Give them a little bit of a wiggle. And then once you're there, bring yourself forwards towards the bottom of the mat. If you want to pop on a jumper or some socks or anything before you lie down, then of course do so. Otherwise, let's reach the arms forwards, chin to chest, and just slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae onto your back. Extend the arms up over the head, point the toes, take a full body stretch. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug, a gentle rock here from side to side. And just close the eyes. Notice if there's any last little wiggles or movements that you would like to take. And of course, if you need longer, then take longer. Pause me. Otherwise, let's release the legs to the bottom corners of the mat. Release your arms next to your hips, somewhere that feels natural for you. And just draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Go wherever feels most comfortable for you. I want you to be in a position of complete ease. And once you get there, just take any last little fidgets, adjustments before finding complete stillness. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale to soften and completely release. Just feeling the weight of your body resting onto the mat. Feeling the natural breath just effortlessly flow in and out. And just giving yourself permission just to simply be here, not having to rush off to do the next thing, not having to see or be anywhere, just simply be here in this moment. Just slowly start to feel your way back into the body. Just bringing some movements to the fingers, the toes, maybe the ankles, the wrists. If it feels good, maybe stretch the arms over the head, pointing your toes, feeling the whole body just stretch and open up. And then bending your knees, either bringing the feet to the floor or again, just a final little hug of the knees into the chest. And then just to keep the peace for a moment longer, keep the eyes closed if you can, and just transition back to a comfortable seat. Just get there however you need to get there. Try and find a nice tall spine, soft shoulders. And let's together take a final deep breath in through the nose. And a sigh to release. Bringing your hands into Anjali Mudra, a hand gesture that represents gratitude, bowing the forehead down, thanking yourself for this time, taking with you the strength, the focus, the energy into the rest of your day, into wherever you need it the most. As always, thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste everyone. Thank you for sharing your time with me.